This is breaking news from News 8.
Good evening, everyone. That breaking news tonight, top Democrats in the New York State legislature are now calling on Governor Cuomo to resign. This comes after another woman stepped forward with allegations of misconduct. The latest accuser, Anna Liss, director of Monroe County's Department of Planning and Development and a former Cuomo aide. Today, the governor once again said his actions were misinterpreted and he will not step down.
Miss Liss, you see the same pattern. I say to people in the office, how you doing? How's everything? Are you going out? Are you dating? That's my way of doing friendly banter. But I never meant to make anyone feel any uncomfortable.
Moments after that phone call with the media today, New York State Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins said it is time for the governor to resign. Stewart-Cousins saying in a statement, quote, "We have allegations about sexual harassment, a toxic work environment, the loss of credibility surrounding the COVID-19 nursing home data, and questions about the construction of a major infrastructure project. We need to govern without daily distraction," she wrote. For the good of the state, Governor Cuomo must resign. Other state lawmakers are urging the same now, including two here at home. Jack Watson joining us live tonight to tell us more about the latest allegations, the reaction, and what the governor said today about stepping aside. Jack?
Good morning. Local lawmakers are troubled by the allegations and by the fact that they come from someone so close to home here in Monroe County.
She is a wonderful public servant. I consider her a friend.
State Senator Jeremy Cooney knows Anna Liss. Senator Cooney, who represents Monroe County in Albany, believes the allegations made by the former Cuomo aide and current Monroe County official.
It becomes personal and even more so troubling.
Liss made public allegations of misconduct against Governor Cuomo in a Wall Street Journal report this weekend, saying she was inappropriately touched on the back and kissed on the hand by the governor. In a media call Sunday, Governor Cuomo again says he will not resign.
I was elected by the people of the state. I wasn't elected by politicians. I'm not going to resign because of allegations.
He says resigning over allegations is undemocratic. The third-term governor urging New Yorkers to wait until the review from the state attorney general's office reaches its conclusion.
I think it's time that the governor step down.
Democratic Assembly member Sarah Clark represents parts of Rochester, Irondequoit, and Brighton. In light of what Clark calls a disturbing pattern of behavior, Clark says the governor should resign.
Whether you look at impact or intent, his actions, even the actions he's admitted he's done, have had real implications on women's lives, on the trauma that they've had to deal with, and on just their careers and where they've been able to go.
And Maureen, in addition to Assemblymember Clark, we are also hearing from another local lawmaker who is echoing calls for the governor to resign. Senator Summer Brooks says, quote, "We must demand a higher standard for those who have been elected to lead our state and our nation." Live in Rochester, Jack Watson, News 8.
Jack, thank you. In a tweet today, Anna Liss thanked people for their support, saying she shared her story to help others. And she also talked about the culture for women working in Albany, saying, quote, "This is just how things are for women in Albany, in politics, in any high-pressure workplace. I think we deserve better," end quote. We talked to local hiring expert Amaret Miller about how a culture of sexual harassment can be toxic for any workplace.
It can make people feel that unless, they acquiesce to such invitations, they won't get that promotion, or they won't have access to extra work or work. So, of course, any type of harassment is terrible for an organizational culture, and you don't want it to begin.
And to give you a sense of how quickly this scandal has gone from accusations against Governor Cuomo to formal calls now on the governor to resign. The first allegation against him from former aide Lindsey Boylan was published on Twitter in December, and Boylan then published an article on Medium.com detailing the allegations. In February, another former aide, Charlotte Bennett, also accused the governor of misconduct. And this month, we heard from Anna Rush, who met the governor at a wedding, and yesterday, in an article published in the Wall Street Journal, former aide Anna Liss detailed her own allegations of misconduct against the governor.